I've broken out in a rash. Today is the 31st of December 2020. See it here and here. That's down to diet. I've had a colitis flare up. Plus, I had a back injury 10 days ago. And I think it's all coming together now, and maybe a bit of lack of sleep. So I'm getting back on the interstellar blends, which I stopped doing for a few days. And this is what happens when you stop doing what you know works. I need to prep at least 4 days in a row. If I don't have them ready, it takes about 5-10 minutes to put them together. But I'm demotivated in the morning to get them done, and therefore I go and put toast in the toaster and I make coffee instead. What does that lead to? Breakout. This looks like a chemist lab, right? Just prepping them. So getting 4 days worth together right now. So this is the end of 2020, the morning of it. Preparation today. Gonna be making a YouTube video, setting some goals. It's gonna smash 2021. I've just got out of the shower after making the YouTube video, haven't posted it yet, and I've just realized I haven't told you why I've made this video. I can share with you a little bit of what I did this morning, what's going on with my face, also give you the goal setting tools to be able to go off and go and achieve your goals this 2021. I went and purchased these Interstellar blends about 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago now. Very good for detoxifying the body, helping with brain function, but definitely not good at tasting nice. The preparation takes a little bit of time. If something doesn't taste nice, the preparation takes long, we then end up doing the lazy things. Hence why I've had this breakout, hence why my colitis is there, hence why I'm sat here right now putting these together, okay, so that you can see all the different sachets that we're doing here, so that we can actually get this fixed for 2021. So this is me, this is the desk this morning, flight plan, goal setting that I mapped out the other day, some ideas that I was doing for a team training. Here I've got all the things I want to do, and one of the main things are the to-do list. Okay, I've got my to-do list there. So that's it, we're done. We're ready to get going. I'm gonna map out my goals, I'm gonna make my YouTube video, and then we're gonna celebrate 31st of December 2020 to where I'll be 31st of December 2021. So to start it off as well, I have broken out in a rash here. You might be able to see this, and I've mentioned it already, I think. I suffer with a condition called colitis, which affects the bowel. And when you have flare-ups, that's down to bad food, stress. It can be many different things related. All of a sudden, it can impact you in many different ways. Currently, right now, it seems to be that my face wants to glow and show the world that I have a bowel issue. Well, my diet hasn't been great over Christmas for the last maybe 4 or 5 days. I haven't got the right sleep because we've been grafting away at night. But I've been taking products that I haven't been taking for a little while that alkaline the system. And this can impact me in many different ways. I have a headache right now on the left-hand side of my head. Looks like the right. On the left-hand side of my head. And it feels like I've been drinking last night and I've had a hangover. I feel lethargic, I feel like I want to sleep, is what it is, but I understand how to combat it. I just wanted to share with you one other thing as well before I forget. I've actually broken a habit today. Normally when I have colitis, when I'm not feeling this great, I don't actually want to make videos. I don't actually want to do stuff. I feel like I have the man flu type of thing. I feel sorry for myself. Today, actually doing this video, I want to thank you all. Making this video right now is actually spurring me on to go and do other videos as well so that I can get the content going. And we're still in 2020, December 31st. And instead of saying, oh, I'll start tomorrow, which was the bad habit, I'm actually doing it today. Hey guys, actually, let me pause this. I like listening to motivational stuff. So I'm prepping here right now, so you can see my notes for this YouTube video that we're doing right now. It's very important to understand how I do this. My webcam here, all right? But I want to be pretty transparent with you all to say, look, this is what I do. I want to be able to give a lot of good, valuable nuggets of understanding how I've learned to do what I'm doing. Nowhere near perfect. So I write notes, I write bullet points on what I'm going to cover. And so when I'm talking into the camera up here, I'm actually reading here. So that I don't get lost, I change the colors. I can identify my different steps. Basically, I just want to show you that we try and make it look good on the tube, but I just wanted to be transparent with it and show you guys that this is what I do. And also with this colitis rash issue, I could quite easily have done this video in about 2, 3, 4 days time so that I look pretty for the camera, but who cares? Well, I do care a little bit, but who cares? YouTube tip, scratch that out. New YouTuber tip. Why can I not say that? New YouTuber tip. Hopefully that comes down here. Put the phone on flight mode. Always put the phone on flight mode before you record. So I want to get straight into this now. The nitty gritty of goal setting, which has worked for me. I've actually come to the understanding of learning from many of the great people out there. Jim Rohn, Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins. I just went and researched and YouTubed and took some of their wise words of wisdom, some of their tips that I love, some of them that I was like, I just don't resonate, I don't relate with them. I'm not putting this here to say, this is how you goal set. This is what I do to help for my goal setting and many of the people that I work with. I've got 6 steps written down here. I have a pen and paper and you just want to jot this down and try and figure this out for you. I wanted to first understand why we set goals, why we don't set them, how to set goals. So step 1, understanding goals. Most people don't understand what goals are, why we should set goals, why we don't set goals, and how to set goals. So number 1 is understanding. The reason why we set goals is not to actually achieve them, it's actually so that we have a destination of where to move towards. A ship sets sail. If it doesn't have a destination, where's the ship going? Nowhere. If I get a letter and I go and put it in the post box right now and it doesn't have an address on it, where is that letter going? Nowhere. And it's the same. If you don't set a destination of where you want to go with your goals, health, fitness, lifestyle, family, business, you don't set that, then you don't actually know where you're going. Why do many people not set goals? They're scared of failure. We've been taught from school that failure is bad. Why do I want to set a goal if I know I'm not going to achieve it? I'd rather avoid a failure by not setting the goal. Point to number 2, write your list. Write your list of all the things that you want to achieve. We want you to understand that once you write your list, you now are visualizing it. As adults, our goals and dreams get squashed because of the big bad world out there and the belief systems that we're stuck in, limit our beliefs again in our imagination. I said to you right now, a 5-minute task, write down a list of all the things you want to achieve, you want to earn, you want to get. Maybe it's a house, a watch, a car, help people, hit some ranks. Write them down. And most people struggle to write more than 20. But let's say I brought my child in and I said, hey, Christmas is in 2 days' time. Santa said that you can write another list. I'm gonna have to keep giving them paper because that list is just going bang, bang, just continuously. And then they're gonna go and look for other things and then bang, bang, they're gonna put it down because they're creative. The imagination is so creative as a child. Visualization. I didn't get this part. We have 2 parts of the brain, the conscious and the subconscious. There's many things that our brain cannot see or think of. But when you take time to write it down, you'll start seeing things and thinking of things that you forgot. And when you start to put it down, you can start to get really creative. This is so much fun when you start writing your goals. What would it be like to be in that car? What would it be like to be able to retire as a family member? What would it be like to go on that holiday? If you don't visualize it, you can't see it. If you can't see it, you can't achieve it. Fill that list up. Have fun with it. Number 3, highlight the most important. So there's something called an 80-20 rule that I learned from, I think it was from Zig Ziglar that I saw this from, or it might have been Brian Tracy actually. He said an 80-20 rule with goals, 100 goals written down. Highlight which ones are the most important. Some of them are not important, some of them are. Let's say there's 100, well the 80-20 rule means that 80 of them are not going to be important, 20 of them will be. How do you know which are the most important? Each one that you've written down, ask yourself the question, why do I want it? If the why isn't that strong, that really isn't the goal that you really need to focus on right now. If you've only written down 10, then maybe it's your top 2. Pointer number 4, put a date. I did this half-heartedly in the industry of network marketing when I was hitting rank. I was stood on stage and they asked me, what date do you want to be diamond? Twice I was on stage and I basically said, I want to hit diamond by this date, and I had no idea how I was going to do it whatsoever. Once you can understand that, then you know what you need to do to achieve it. My screen's just Go on standby. Why do you want to put a date? Please understand, when you put a date, most people don't hit whatever it is they want to hit by the time they put a date. The reason why you want to write down a date is that it applies pressure. Once I understood this, I got it. When I was stood on stage, I put a date to hit diamond and I didn't hit it. But what it did, it made me actually say, I committed to that date. I'm going to have to start doing a little bit more work. And I got closer to it. I went back on stage again and I said, this is the date that I want to hit. It was even more embarrassing if I didn't, so it made me do it even more and I got closer to it, but I didn't hit it. 3 months after that date, I hit it. Now that's no coincidence, because what happens is when you put a date, you apply pressure. How many of you have to file for taxes? There is a date that you have to do that by. Me being me, I'm a blue collar personality, which for those of you that don't know what that means, let's say you've got a date in 3 months time, you've got to do them. Me, I won't do it today. I won't do it next month or the month after, but when it gets closer to the date, I then all of a sudden I start to panic and I'm like calling my mum, and we ended up trying to get that in that time frame so that it gets completed because the date is there. It applies pressure. When you have a strong why and you have a date with pressure, this is how you really can take action. Many of you may be working a job right now. Why do you set your alarm to get up to go to that job? Because you know that the last working day of the month, you're going to get a paycheck. You can't quit your job maybe because that paycheck pays for the food, the bill, it puts a roof over your head. The risk of not going to that job, the pressure is there. And so you're getting an understanding of these goals, understand how it relates with the things that we're doing in our life. Pointer number 5, now you've got the end goal date, break it down, how to do it on a daily basis. So I'll give you an example. One of the goals that I've set for this year is that I would like to read 52 books this year, and I want to document them every single week. I prefer audio, but I do have many books here that I do read, and I'll be sharing with you which book I'm going to read that week and then sharing with you as a video what my takeaway from it was. By the end of this year, 52. Now I want to break that down to quarterly, how many that is, which is roughly 14, I think, 13. Wasn't great at math. Right, how many is that per month? 4 per month. That works out 1 per week. And now I want to break it down to per day. The average audiobook is around 6 to 8 hours long. So if I was to put in 30 minutes audio in the morning, 30 minutes audio in the evening, I am now on course to hit that goal. That's how I want to break it down. This is the scary thing. My background was professional football, soccer player in the UK. I didn't want to set goals. You know what our goal was? We want to win promotion. I want to get a new contract. That was it. We never set goals. Uh-oh, my kids are getting tailed off right now. Whether it's in sport, health, maybe it's in network marketing, this is similar with certain skills. What can make the batting ratio better? Work on that skill. If you're struggling with objection handling, with inviting, with presenting, whatever that may be, you can always get better on it by focusing on that skill and getting better at it. If you want to do it in health, if you want to do it in YouTubing, write down your goals of what you want to do. You want to do 2 videos a week. That's 104 videos you need to have planned. Are you going to do them 1 per week, or are you going to map out and do 10 within your first week and start rolling them out over a long period of time? Have you got your content written down that you want to do? Have you allotted the time that you're going to do it on a day per week that you're going to make sure you do these videos? I wanted to make sure you guys understand how to break down your goals. If you are in network marketing and it's about building a team or it's about getting customers, what do you need to be doing on a daily basis? Focus on what you're doing on a daily basis. Do things consistently on a daily basis that are super simple that other people can duplicate. So you want to break down your goals. That tip actually went way off tangent. Tip number 6, or my step number 6, is make a commitment. Write it down and read it daily. That's what you want to do. Most people won't do this. New Year's resolution. Most people will make a resolution and the average resolution will end around 30 to 45 days. So why not make a new month's resolution? And you keep reading it and you keep going over it. This is what the top 5% income earners do. They work on the daily, weekly, monthly action. Most people will write their goal and they won't look at it maybe once, twice in a year. They wrote it at the beginning, when they look at it at the end that they didn't achieve it. I'll write it, I'll read it, I'll have it on me all the time. I'll have it on my home screen of my phone that I'm recording on. I can't share that now. When your why is that strong, you will go through the pain barrier. You see a smaller percentage of people that have success in anything. Their why is so strong that when the pain kicks in and most people quit on pain, they continue to go through it, and that's why they're in the top 5%. My last tip that I want to give you is this: fail, and fail faster. I saw somebody on a YouTube video the other day. I love watching those for motivation. They said, fail and enjoy failing and learn from the failures. And they said, what about the wins? He says, the wins are just there to boost the ego. The failures are there for making you a better character and to learn how to have faster success. Once you've learned, go and teach it, which is why I'm putting this here. 6 steps: understanding, write down, highlight the most important, put a date, break it down into daily actions, what you need to be doing on a daily basis, make a commitment, and also bonus, fail, and fail fast and enjoy failing. Don't be scared to fail. Guys, I hope this helped. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, share this. I'd love to get your feedback. I'd love to interact, and this is the first of many. I'll be trying to keep on top of TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. I'm trying to get everything, but I'm doing this all on my own basically, and it is going to be a bit of a headache. So maybe a bit over the place, but as more income comes in for me, I'll be able to dish that out to delegate this for other people to take the time to do it. I hope that this helped. I wanted to put this together for you. I hope this recording, so I can't see the screen. I'm going to have to invest in a camera. Guys, I'll see you on the next video. Have a fantastic 2021. This is your year. Bye-bye.